Hi everyone. So I'm going to do a video, sort of like going through Promethease, showing what it can do once you upload your raw data, whether it's from 23andMe, Ancestry, and I also believe my heritage. So I'm just gonna browse through it because there's a lot of results. You can actually, well, first let me go over this. So once you upload your raw DNA, it's going to take about 10 minutes for it to process and for the results to be uploaded. You can click whether you want the good results, the bad results, something that's not set. You can search through different topics. You can go through different medical conditions and things like that. So on the top is normally what's bad and has the highest magnitude. So for me, that would be cholinesterase deficiency carrier. So it'll show you what's at the top of your list versus what's at the bottom when it's already preset. So some things you can do to organize it is just like, say I want to know my risk for cancer. So 5 times higher risk of thyroid cancer, 1.6 increased risk of breast cancer, higher risk of anthracycline side effects. So the list is very extensive. It's very long, so I won't go through everything, but it will show you like the good, the bad, the not set. So if I just wanted to look at the good, then I would take these controls off, and then you can see what you're at reduced risk for. And then you could see the details by clicking here and reading it, or clicking this, and it'll give you more details. I can also search for different things, so like Fuchs dystrophy, 5 times higher risk for that, or I can search for intracranial. So it says moderately intense hippocampal volume. You can read about that. Better intracranial volume. 0.78 reduced risk for coronary heart disease. So 1.11 increased risk for intracranial aneurysm. And so you'll see how it assesses what your likelihoods are regarding each gene, or SMP, I don't really know. You can also see, I'll tell you likelihood for autism. I'll tell you whether you are likely to have a lack of empathy or vice versa. So that's interesting. I find it interesting because my little brother, he actually has autism. So we can also do, I had it on the top of my head. Okay, so familial Mediterranean fever. For this, apparently I'm a carrier, and it's commonly found in people with Middle Eastern backgrounds and Mediterranean area. So weakly linked to familial Mediterranean fever. You're a carrier, but this SMP seems not to have any obvious negative consequences. You can also, they'll make a guess at your blood type based on your genes. So they guessed I was an O blood type, which is true, I am. So you can see everything that's tested and analyzed. And they'll tell you the repute for it. Likely to be blood type O, blood type O, blood type O, not blood group B, likely to be blood type O, etc. So they can take a little guess at that, and you can tell if they're tell them if they're right or not, if you know. And so then this is just medicine and drug metabolism. And for some of it, it'll tell you whether you're likely to react to certain medications, whether it's positively or negatively. I know there was one area where it said I was 7 times less likely to respond to certain antidepressants. And you can just find a whole bunch of things about yourself in here and whether, certain medications are useful to you or not, and like in what situations would it be bad or would it be good to have those medications utilized. It also tells you if you're a fast caffeine metabolizer and your likelihood for lactose intolerance. There's just a lot of things that I don't think there is enough time to cover, but I think this is a really good investment. It's only $5, and you can download your results and keep them, and you can share them with your doctor, or if you're getting surgery for something, there's certain things where I tell you whether you'll have reactions to certain things. If I can find it, let's see. They also tell you your efficiency in processing folic acid. Let's see. So we're going to go back to main. I'm going to just set it to bad. And there's something. I think it was this, actually. So if you have the deficiency, if you're not the carrier, but you carry this deficiency, it's useful to know, especially when you're going under anesthesia. Let's see. I think it was this one. Yes, it was this one. And then you could read about it if you do have deficiency, and it's an increased risk of prolonged paralysis after the administration of drugs used during anesthesia. So it's good to know. Yep. But I want to say they give you about over like 100 results, because I spent like an hour just looking through this, trying to get to the bottom of the list. And it also tells you your likelihood for bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. There's some other psychological disorders. Carrier of a mutation for Stargardt disease. 18.5 times risk for type 1 diabetes. It's just very interesting. So this is Promethease. You can also organize it from all populations. So say you're solely one population, like you're entirely European or Chinese or African, but I'm mixed, so I'm just going to do it from all populations. I can tell you you're bad at avoidance of errors, apparently, or alcohol dependence, increased obesity, things like that.